can I just say there have been some really amazing anti-bullying videos over the years. You can't beat advice like this.
Hey Bob, wanna paint your name?
No thanks.
What are you, a sissy?
It's hard not to follow the crowd, but sometimes that path is just a dead end.
Those tips work great in 1985, but it's the future now and bullies have stepped up their game. So how about we stop kidding ourselves that bullying is some sort of ancient ritual that everyone has dealt with for millennia upon millennia. It's harder now. It's worse. Now luckily there's a new book out called The Survival Guide to Bullying. It's not written by some old psychologist who hasn't been a kid for 30 years. It's written by a real bully survivor, one of us. I'm talking about Aija Mayrock. She very recently survived high school bullying, and she did it with very specific, actionable things that anyone could do right now. Lucky for you, we've got some of those tactics in this video. I'm Drew Coolidge, and it's time to man your battle stations. We're about to end bullying. This is #news. So here's my first tip, find your squad. I'm not talking about a step-up style dance crew. You gotta earn that. I'm twerking right below the frame. Now, I don't want you to go join a gang, but you can join a club or a class full of people with similar interests to yours. If you don't feel comfortable in your school, check out neighborhood events or community college programs open to younger teens. Whatever you decide, don't be afraid to jump in and meet new people. Chances are they're there because you have something in common. Whether you're interested in tennis or singing or video games or hosting YouTube videos, finding a group of people who share your interest and appreciate you can be key to getting through life with bullies. And not only have you just made a bunch of friends who aren't gonna make fun of you since they have the same interests as you, but it's a lot harder to pick on someone when they roll with a freaking army of fellow fencing enthusiasts. Or insert your own interest there, but still do it with the same intense stare. Okay, now finding your people will be a big help, but if you're dealing with something right now, today, and you need to do something quick, then here's your best tactic for success. Tip number 2, I like to call it the ancient art of getting out of there. Now don't run away from home or the people that care about you, but there's nothing shameful about avoiding people who are bullying you. That's exactly what Will Smith did on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air."
And he's doing fine. You can ask to be switched to different classes, or even change schools altogether if you need to. Think of it as being your own superhero, only your power is being good at telling adults your problems. All superheroes know that they need an ally. It's not tattling, it's protecting yourself with whatever means you currently have. But despite the old way of thinking, bullying isn't a thing where you have to just suck it up and deal with it. Protect yourself, get out of the bad situation, pick up your feet and go somewhere else. Run. It's not only okay, it's good for you. With all that cardio, you're gonna get ripped. Not again. Tip number 3, be yourself. I know this sounds kind of lame, but it's actually really true. A lot of people think they get bullied because they're different, so they try to pretend to be something they consider more normal. But 9 out of 10 bullies agree, when they're on the prowl looking for someone to pick on, it's the person who's trying too hard to be someone they're not that stands out the most. It's like a chameleon who tries to camouflage to avoid predators, but turns out he's only good at looking like bacon. Sure, it looks different, but that's not a look that's gonna do him any favors. When you're just yourself, the real you, and you show what things you like and dress how you want to dress, you not only don't seem like a tasty victim to a bully predator, but you'll attract those potential friends who look a lot like you. So don't give up playing chess or memorizing Eminem hip-hop lyrics just because someone told you it wasn't cool. They aren't gonna like you suddenly because you conform to their standards. And more importantly, giving up on things that make you happy is not gonna make you happy. Logic, right? But that's just a sample of what's available in this sweet book. There's a link in the description that'll show you how to get your hands on this book. It's got plenty more ideas, and it also reminds us that bullying may not feel like it, but it's temporary. Middle school and high school do end, and then some really awesome stuff happens. Maybe you'll go on to write a kick-ass book before you're old enough to rent a car, like Aija here. How you doing, Aija?
Good, Drew. How are you?
I'm very good.
Thanks for making me stand here while you're talking the whole episode.
Anytime. So tell everyone why you're here.
Sure. I wrote this book because I was bullied and I wanted to be able to help kids who were still going through it. I'm not talking about being bullied like a long time ago. I'm talking really recently. You know, I was in high school. And over time, I picked up a few tricks that really worked. So I wrote a book.
Is it this book?
It is. I wrote this book because I was bullied and I wanted to be able to help kids get through the bullying and on to create great lives for themselves.
And this book is available now. You can check out the link in the description.
I compiled all of my survival tactics and the things that helped me get through bullying into this book. So get through this time because, you know, when it's all behind you, life gets to be so incredible.
And your life is obviously turned out. You're on #news.
I know, seriously. It's so much better.
Okay, so if you have any tips that have worked for you when dealing with bullies, please, please, please share them in the comments so we can all learn from them. And if you're looking for help dealing with bullies that like to hide behind screens, we have another video with real actual advice that can help you with cyberbullying. Check it out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask your friends and adults for help, but also you've got us. You can talk to us in the comments, tweet at us, tweet at me and Aija with this hashtag right here. This one right here. Ta-da!
Yes. There's plenty of ways to reach me in the description, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, so we can talk more about this. I'm Aija Mayrock.
I'm Drew Coolidge.
And we're here for you.
That was super heartfelt.
It's true.
I liked it. Actually, can I talk to you? You said be your own superhero. I've been kind of working on it.
Oh.
So I was thinking of like superhero names.
Really?
I was thinking Super Jason. Now I know my name's Drew, but Jason has more power to it.
Embrace who you are.